Previously on Jen's big move to London. At the beginning of the year, I packed up my life in Canada and moved to London. I found my perfect flat, then got into a bidding war, and finally moved in. But not before getting into an Uber incident on the highway. The car just broke down. I've been so busy hauling things up to my flat, building furniture, and exploring London. It's been so fun and exciting, but not all of it has gone smoothly. We're not sure if it's gonna fit in the car. Oh, is it popped? Oh my god, guys, we got into a car crash. It's never a dull moment, so let the moving adventure continue. Hello. First of all, welcome back. Second of all, clearly I am safe and sound, so, you know, we survived and that's all that matters. Got into a little car crash, didn't we? Which is interesting because it's the second time that's happened in this whole moving journey. So for those of you guys who are new here, welcome to my big moving adventure here in London. I'm making over my entire flat, going from room to room. We've already done a bunch of room makeovers so far, but I am still in the process of moving in. It's taking me a long time because I'm exploring London a lot. I'm traveling places, I'm meeting new people. I'm having to take care of myself and like learn all of these adulting skills for the first time. And so I'm encountering a lot of new experiences, including car crashes. The first time it happened was on the day that I first moved in. I moved all of my stuff that was in a mysterious storage location. I moved that over to here. On the way, the Uber stopped in the middle of the highway with oncoming traffic. Yeah, that was kind of scary. But this time it was like an actual crash. I'll give you the rundown. Me and this Uber driver, we're vibing, okay? He's like a dad of 3. I'm new to London. He's giving me tips and tricks. He's asking me how my experience in London has been. We're bonding over the struggles of living in London, how rough it is, but also the good parts. He's giving me recommendations. We're vibing really hard. I start to notice that he's like doing some dangerous maneuvers in the street. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just one of those really skilled drivers. You know, like when you go to Asia or something, they are crazy, but they get the job done. Like they get you to your destination and like 20 minutes faster than the GPS says. I was like, maybe this guy's just like super good at driving. We almost get hit by oncoming traffic. I'm like, okay, let's take a breather. Like I'm like clutching onto my seat low key. And then we like kind of swerve into like a different lane where we almost get hit. I'm like, okay, this shit needs to stop. And then we crash into a pole. It's like one of those narrow streets where they force you to slow down because it's like so narrow. There's like pedestrians in that area and the street is just not that wide. So they have these 2 poles on either side of the sidewalk. And he like runs into one of them and pops a tire. We both go boom. Thankfully, we both got out of there safe. It was NBD in the end, like that's all that matters. But I will say, I think he needs to cool it on the multitasking. Like maybe it was my fault too. Like I shouldn't have been talking to him as much. Like usually I'm silent in Ubers and maybe I should stick with that, you know? Basically it took me an additional 2 hours to get home, but here we are. We have the coffee table to its new home. So let's go haul this coffee table upstairs. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. You can do anything. All right, now that the coffee table is hauled up to its new home, I realized I can do anything and you can do anything. Yeah, so it's sitting there for now. Now we can take a little breather. We can chill and let's talk. Basically, this is the current state of my living room. I basically have gotten all of the furniture that I need at this point, but obviously I still need to assemble and make over the coffee table because it's looking very like rather tattered. It's in a state that needs to be like DIY'd, but I bought it specifically for that reason because I just really liked the structure of it and the curviness. I think it's so unique and cool. I'm a DIY girl. I can easily make this over. So that is on the list of stuff to do. I am on a mission in this video. My birthday, I need to prepare for it because I want to host my first party in this flat. I'm gonna be honest, by the time you're watching this video, my birthday will have long passed. These videos are so behind real life. They take so long to film and edit. There's just a lot going on behind the scenes. So if you want to keep up to date on like what's happening in real time in my real life, follow me on Instagram because I update on there like almost every day. You'll see what I'm up to, how my flat is looking like. But yeah, this video is quite behind. But anyway, all of that is to say, I need to get this living room up and running and ready for my birthday party. So here are the things on the agenda. I need to fix up this coffee table, get some plants to start decorating in a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the full decoration, but there are gonna be tons of videos coming up, so stay tuned. And then I need to go grocery shopping and buy supplies for the party, and then get ready for the party, and then have my party and hopefully have people show up. There's lots to do, so let's get going. Oh, it's been so long since I've gotten my hands on a grimy little DIY project. Basically for this, I really love the original look of the table and I didn't want to change it aesthetically. I basically just wanted to bring life back into it, back to its original form with some vinyl. Now, don't be fooled, it was actually so much harder than it looks in the video, but if you guys are longtime viewers, you would know that I was heavy into putting the DIY in Generation DIY, but recently, you guys have probably noticed that I just haven't really DIY'd as much. I think because I grew up so introverted and shy and quite frankly, like really poor, DIYing just became my pastime of choice. It let me be creative and allowed me to spend a lot of time by myself and gave me the challenge of problem solving because I would find ways basically to DIY toys or like products that other kids had that I couldn't afford at home. I just found it so fulfilling to make things from scratch and it was such a fun challenge to see what I was capable of. But I'm someone who loves pushing myself and learning new things, so obviously I wanted to keep making bigger and bigger DIYs that were also more and more challenging and time consuming. Going from making scrunchies and lip balm in my bedroom to literally ripping up the floors and renovating my entire condo from scratch just completely consumed all of my time, and I got so frustrated that I couldn't put out videos at the same rate as I used to, but now I realize it was because the projects I was doing were way harder now. But I also think I used this hobby of DIY as an escape from reality and how anxious I really was in real life and how scared I was to try new things outside of my comfort zone. And so there was one summer a couple years ago where I had this moment where I was like, oh my god, I have let so much of my life slip away just watching life from the outside, when in my heart I really wanted to experience this life that I was seeing, and ultimately I was getting in my own way by talking myself out of it, convincing myself something would go wrong, or just being plain scared. And I was like, okay, I can keep watching life happen in front of me, or I can actually go and do it myself, experience it myself. And so I feel like my video content has kind of reflected that, where I'm letting myself fly free for the first time and trying new things, allowing myself to make mistakes, fail, discover things, learn, and grow. It's felt so chaotic and aimless at times, but now that I've been in this chaotic self-discovery headspace for a while and I've had some time to think about what this all means and what I'm learning, I do think that it's been such an invaluable time and experience, and I think it's so necessary to go through chaotic turmoil in your head and like discover like what you actually want, who you are, because there's no better time and it needs to be done eventually, so why not now? So I feel like your 20s are the perfect time to do it. Now I've realized it's very normal to feel so lost, because like, how are you supposed to know what you want to do in life if you haven't gone out and tried to do it yet? So you need to allow yourself the space to try things that you might not like, make mistakes. It's just a part of life. So even though I'm not living this like picture perfect life that I had always imagined for myself when I was younger, and I don't have my shit together, I don't really know what my future is gonna be, and I don't know what my purpose is, in a way, I do feel like I'm living the life that I have always dreamed of. So anyway, here is the finished coffee table. It's looking really great, clean, and renewed. It basically looks like what the original is supposed to look like, so that is mission accomplished. And now I have all of the furniture completed for the living room. Also, shout out to my brother for helping me assemble this table. This is gonna be a part of a future video, but my family actually came and visited me here in London, and it was so nice to see them again. So stay tuned for that video. Again, these videos are so behind my actual real life, so follow me on Instagram at Generation DIY for real-time updates if you want to know what's going on. Anyway, now that I have all of the furniture sorted, it's time to go on another Facebook Marketplace adventure. Oh my god, ow, ow. Another day, another Facebook Marketplace purchase. The next couple of days are part of what I call my birthday month. Listen, there are birthday haters and there are birthday lovers. And me personally, I'm a birthday lover. I've always had such fond memories of my birthday, and I think I'm really lucky in the fact that my parents always threw me these really nice birthday parties and really celebrated me, and so I was really glad to have those experiences. Maybe except for the time I cried on my 13th birthday because I didn't want to get older. But anyway, I spent the first couple days of June hanging out with friends and doing fun activities. My friends Amanda and Ricky flew into town just to spend my birthday with me. And by the way, look at all these incredible snacks that Ricky imported from Canada and Japan and Taiwan. But unfortunately, they both had a price to pay. They were tasked with helping me throw my first birthday bash in London to christen the new flat, for which there was a lot of prep to do.
Are those salt and vinegar? Remember when we lived in London and all we had was salt and vinegar chips, like all the time?
For our housewarming, we brought so many salt and vinegar chips. That's all we had in my house.
And we bought salt and vinegar chips. Multiple people gave us salt and vinegar chips. Some chips.
I haven't had one in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, the Sunjus are so good.
I don't try one.
It's better than I remember.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like when I was a kid, I thought they were like not as cheesy as that. Yeah.
It's so
It's
good.
like a Cheeto.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Let's just not have a point of this.
They unmatched you? Dude, you have to let me approve of them first. Actually, no, the ones that I choose are always crazy. Even for the pictures that I use for myself, everyone is like, why are you using that?
I remember Jen was like, why do you have this picture? Let's get rid of it.
And it was his most liked picture.
Yeah.
Her body was tea, but he wanted matcha.
Whoa! Look how pretty! There's still more to be done.
This looks so good.
It does look so good. Bro, imagine nobody shows up. We'll have each other.
We'll just have a girl dinner.
This is a crazy adulthood experience. This knife is so good. Oh!
I never knew cutting could be so easy.
Okay guys, time to play bartender. Today on the menu, we are making some soju cocktails. Now, my picture is actually quite small, so Amanda had the brilliant idea to use a punch bowl. It's giving egg yolk. Wait, should I just use the white mixing bowl? Would this feel weird?
No, I think it's cute. It's like summery.
Okay.
You have Peppa Pig plates.
It's true. Guys.
Percy Pig, sorry.
It's very been 2 times. Believe me, been there, done that.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
This is very fitting that Pitbull's playing while
I know.
while we're pouring this.
Guys, Pitbull is like one of my top favorite artists of all time. I got tickets to see Pitbull in February. I got the tickets in like October or something. So excited. I was like preparing and all. The day before the concert, yeah, got an email. They said, sorry babes, your tickets don't exist. We double booked your tickets. I was like, what the fuck? Every time I'm at a function, I will request Pitbull. He just makes like such inspirational music to me. Like, he's just like,
oh, to everybody going through tough times, believe me. Been there, done that.
I'm like, yeah, Pitbull, I believe you. Anyway, I was devastated and I was like, oh my god, this is my last chance, blah, blah, blah. But then he was like, I'm coming back to London. So then I got the tickets. So Amanda and I are going on Monday and we got some boot camp. We're so excited. So that is like a little birthday gift to myself, but I'm ready. We've been pre-gaming with some Pitbull music. As we were finishing up prepping, my friends started to arrive.
The music get me on the floor. We're party rocking, can I sing sour through the door?
Dream Crush by Chelsea.
Linden and Blossom, put a little rumor that you want me back. You said a thing, cute and kind of
Yeah, these are good. Sweet chili and onion.
Each year I get older, older, I think, oh, maybe this is finally the year that I feel like an adult, that I get my shit together, that I'll enjoy adult hobbies, adult foods, adult conversations. But actually, the inverse happens. I realize more and more just how much I want to return to my childlike state and the activities and hobbies from when I was a kid. Those are the things that brought me the purest form of joy, unadulterated by social expectations and outside influence. Just pure vibes. Which is why for my 27th birthday, I decided to throw a slime-themed party.
Can you take a picture together with your slime?
Which is your favorite texture, Jen?
I like this one. I like this one.
You can have that one.
It smells so good.
First, you put your decorations on it.
Really? I don't like voice slime. Voice slime? Oh, yeah.
Feels like
Go to slime.
There's a certain point in your teen years where you learn it's uncool to like childish things, to try to act more mature and cool and nonchalant. And I would say that lasts well into your 20s, where you don't actually know who you are naturally, so you act in the way that you think you're supposed to act to seem cool and like you have everything together, but you actually end up feeling really uncomfortable and therefore insecure. But I think I'm finally reaching the age where I'm realizing none of that matters if you're not happy with yourself. Why are we living by someone else's standard of what's cool and what's right? I know I'm still really young in the grand scheme of things, but I'm starting to realize that life actually is so short. So why not throw a slime-themed party? It was amazing and so fun to force all my friends to play with some slime with me. I think as you get older, you discover who you are through the people that you meet, the mistakes that you make, the adventures you go on, the places you go, the jobs that you have. Slowly, you just start to piece together what naturally makes you you, and there's a real sense of confidence in just knowing that. I feel like in the past couple of years in my 20s, I have gone through the most eventful and turbulent and challenging times, but that's also the reason why I've learned so much and grown the most I ever have. There's still so much to discover about myself and the world around me, but for the first time, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
skirt and a top.
Should I wear my classic Halloween outfit?
The flower dress.
Yeah, the red. I was working so long. Wait,
Adulthood is definitely not what I thought it was gonna be. When I first started my YouTube channel at 15 years old, I definitely thought I would have it all figured out by now. Probably getting married, starting a family, having babies, working a big girl job with her big girl hobbies with her big girl friends. But now that I'm at that age where I'm considered an adult, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm actually just a big kid, but with my own wallet that I have to replenish myself. Oh, and I also finally get to go clubbing to the early 2000s songs that I grew up with.
the F1 jacket return. Oh my god, wait, this is so... I feel like I've returned to my old self. Like, why is this so...
Yes, I have changed so much and grown so much, but in a lot of ways, I'm still the same. I still like to have fun and act insane with my friends and speak to each other in our own made-up language of incomprehensible sentences. I still like to play dress up just like I did with my Barbie dolls, and I still have the same wonder and curiosity of the world around me, and I still believe that anything is possible. And I hope that none of that ever changes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.